8:30 on this June 1st, and we are welcoming in today on our 8:30 High Beam Jim Gill, who is the director of the Dover Public Library. Jim's good to see you in short sleeves, and we're ready for summer, I think, right?
That's right. We are at the library in T-shirts and jeans all summer long.
That's a good look. I like that. And well, one thing we wanted to talk about, which is certainly library related, but it also relates to something I really like, and that is chocolate. I don't mind walking, but I really like chocolate. So tell us about this event. It's coming up pretty soon, and what's it all about with chocolate in the library?
The Downtown Dover Chocolate Walk has been going on since 2016. We had a little COVID hiccup there in the middle of it, but we had brought it back in 2022. So we're back in action again. The Chocolate Walk is an annual fundraiser for the Canaltown Book Festival, which is a big book festival that the library organizes every year. The Chocolate Walk is June 10th. It's from 5 o'clock to 7:30 p.m. The basic idea of it is you get, with your $20 ticket, you get a passport, a map, and a bag, and you get to wander around downtown Dover to 25 sweet stops, and you get a very nice chocolate treat at each one.
We don't actually have 25 chocolate shops in Dover, but these are other businesses who are providing these stops, right?
Correct. Yeah, of course you have Eiler Candy Shop.
Yeah,
They're always a part of it. But yeah, it's downtown merchants, it's service organizations. It is just a nice family-friendly downtown type of vibe. You see people walking around on a beautiful summer evening. It's positive, family friendly, it's affordable. It's just a great thing. And we've been blessed with good weather so far, so we're praying.
Does each stop, or maybe you don't know, does each one have something a little different to put in the bag?
They do, yeah. And it gets to be competitive a little bit because if those who finish the Chocolate Walk can vote on best of show, and we have a trophy that they would keep, the merchant or whoever for the year, and has all the winners over the years on there. So it does get competitive. Yeah, and the Miller's Creamery has been winning it lately because they have chocolate ice cream.
Is that fair? They've got to build it. So that comes up Saturday, not this Saturday, but next Saturday, June 10th, from 5 to 7:30. And then there's an after party too.
We started doing this last year. Hoodletown is a great partner with us. They are one of the sweet stops, so you would get your chocolate, one of your pieces of chocolate there. But from 7:30 to 10:30 or so, they are going to be having an after party. Of course, the establishment is open to anybody, but there's a special section for those Chocolate Walk participants. The local favorite, Basement Bromance. If you've never heard these guys, they're very fun. My buddy's a lead singer, so he's a ham in front of the microphone, So they have a good time. They play songs you know and love, nothing original, but everybody has a good time. And it's one of their biggest bands that they have at Hoodletown. So it's a little benefit of completing the Chocolate Walk.
You might go in there with your bag of candy and do some trading, like lunchtime at school used to be.
Yeah.
Trade you this for that.
And that's the thing, is it's just family friendly and affordable. A family of 5, like when our kids were younger, we'd buy one ticket, and then that's enough chocolate for everybody.
Yeah.
Andy would have the chocolate at this shop, Noah the next, and they'd negotiate and trade. It was fun.
That does sound good. So that's what's coming up with this. You said it's a major fundraiser for the something that we just had too, right?
Yeah, the Canaltown Book Fest, which is our 4th year for that. The idea with that is it just the biggest author fair in the county of the Tuscarawas Valley, to be honest with you.
Yeah.
It's authors from not only Tuscarawas County. You'd be surprised how many there are, but around this region, around the state, we've even had authors from out of the state of Ohio. So we had 33 authors this past Friday and Saturday.
Last weekend, in conjunction with the Canal Dover Festival, right?
Yeah, right downtown. Yeah. We joined forces with them so that it would help them with people in attendance. Not that they ever really need help on a sunny Memorial Day weekend, but it helps us too. And so we have lots of people. What's going on there? You may have seen the big tent on the square in downtown Dover. That was where we had the author fair on this Saturday.
What else does that entail, Ben? Do they get to talk to the public one-on-one or in groups about things they've written?
Well, each year we have a featured author, and that person speaks at the library on Friday evening. This year it was Robin Yoakum, who writes mysteries and thrillers set in Southeast Ohio, the Ohio River Valley, which is a great writer. Nails, Steubenville, and Mingo Junction, all that gritty vibe down the river very well. And then on Saturday we have the author fair, and that's where all the authors are under the big tent, and you get to go in and talk to authors you want. Hopefully hit all of them, buy books if you like, and we have a passport very similar to Chocolate Walk. You hit every author and you get their stamp or initial, and you're eligible for lots of prizes. And so it gets them to meet other people, keeps activity going well. And we had a beautiful day with a parade right in front of us, and all kinds of things. So it was a happening place.
That certainly was. And as far as next year, I mean, I'm sure that ongoing plans to continue to do this then.
Absolutely. We are already planning for next year. We sent a survey out to the participating authors just to say what went well, what can we work on, make it better, trying to make it inch by inch better every single year. So we're already planning for authors for next year. If you have a suggestion for a featured author, no author is too big. We really have a plan to incrementally increase the notoriety of the featured author every year. So maybe we'll have James Patterson one of these days.
Yeah, boy, how about that?
Or insert name here.
Stephen King.
I don't know about that one.
All right. Yeah, that does sound good. And tell me about another thing, too. You're not old enough to have been with the library since its inception, but you're old enough to help, really anchor a history of the Dover Library. Is that right?
Yeah, one of the books we released that was featured at the Book Fest on Saturday was the book entitled Built by Steel, The History of the Dover Public Library. So this book was written by Tom Adamich, Kim Jerkovic, who is our local history librarian, and myself. We kind of teamed up on that and wrote various portions of it, put it together, edited it. Bloom's Printing here in town printed it. Christy did a wonderful job with the cover layout. It's just a beautiful book. So we unveiled that at the book festival. Yeah. Copies are $10 each, and we have copies at the library if you're interested in getting that. And it tells the story of the library's founding. It was founded by the American Sheet and Tin Plate Company, which was a steel mill in Dover forever, in 1902, and then it was turned over to the community because the community wanted to use the library, and it made its way up Walnut Street to where it is now, right across from Dover High.
That's interesting stuff. I'm sure it was fun to research all that.
Yeah, it was. It's one of the funny things we discovered. We found pictures of the building, the construction of the current building, and there's a picture of the cornerstone, and we found a list of what's in that. So it's like a time capsule.
Oh yeah.
I mean, there's the Bible in there, The Virginian by Owen, I think it's Whistler. It was a big fiction title in 1954. The Library Bill of Rights, a copy of that's in there, which protects against censorship and things. That's a core value of public libraries. The architectural plans, the board minutes, and all kinds of things. But it's just fun to see, to know what's in that,
Yeah, it really is the cornerstone of the building. Yeah.
Copy of the Dover Daily Paper was in there.
Oh,
so that was kind of neat.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
So, the library, as you handed me when you came in, the footnotes, which is the newsletter, is thick. So we can't possibly talk about everything that's in here. But what are some of the highlights that are going on this summer?
Yeah, it's a lot. This year we decided to do a summer newsletter, so it covers June, July, and August. It was a lot of work and coordination to get everything lined up in time. Usually Footnotes is a monthly publication, but we wanted to have all the summer reading information in there in one place. So number one is summer reading program, adults, teens, and children. We have reading programs for all kinds of people, all ages. The more you read, the more chances you get to win prizes. So that's number one. So you can stop by the library or go to our website, doverlibrary.org, for that information. One thing I do want to talk about, and it's not so much about us, but it's about helping another library. There was a library in Rolling Fork, Mississippi in March that got pretty much leveled because of the tornadoes down there, and they're in real need. So we are going to have a fundraising event late June, so that's June 28th. Mr. Don Maurer is going to portray Mark Twain, and he's a living historian and Dover resident and Dover icon, I guess you could say. One of the original Basketeers, if you didn't know that. That was like the Harlem Globetrotters, youth basketball team back in the 1950s. He is going to be portraying Mr. Twain. We're going to pass the offering plate. If you want to make a donation, fine. If not, no big deal. And we're going to be having a donation box out at the front desk of the library for the month of June. So we're really going to try to help that public library in Rolling Fork, Mississippi. It's one of the poorest counties in the state of Mississippi, which means the United States of America.
Yeah.
It's in the Mississippi Delta, so that's where all the cotton plantations used to be. It's 92% African American, and I actually plan to drive down there actually with my son. We're going to deliver. We're going to hand deliver it. Maybe it'll buy some windows for the new building. I don't know, more books.
Yeah.
So that's what we're going to do. So we're excited about that.
Yeah, it's a great project. So best of luck on that. If someone would like to get information about that, or the chocolate walk, or the reading program for the summer, there's a couple of ways to do that, I would assume.
Yeah, absolutely. DoverLibrary.org is our website. Phone number is 330-343-6123. Or the best way, come see us.
Yeah.
Introduce yourself. I'd love to take you around, show you the library. We renovated the library in 2018, so it looks different if you have not been in for a while. And the message we want to tell people, this is not just Dover's library. We have 16,000 card holders. Population of 11,000 in Dover. We serve the entire Tuscarawas Valley. We have people from all areas of the valley, so you're welcome to come get a card. It's free. Your public library is free, and we are not the library that you may remember when you were a child. It's not so much about the stuff. Yeah, we circulate books and movies and all that kind of stuff, but it's all about connections and people. And as you referenced in our newsletter, it's about bringing people together. We do a lot of our focus is on programming and events, and that in the end helps our circulation and all that. So that's kind of why we do that. We want to be the front porch of the community. So we want you to come check us out.
All right, online DoverLibrary.org, is that right?
That's correct. Yeah.
One more question. What are the library's general hours just during a regular week, so to speak?
Yeah, so the library is open Monday through Thursday, 9 a.m. to 7 p.m., Friday and Saturday, 9 to 5. We are closed on Sundays.
Good job. You're working hard, Jim.
Well, thank you. I try. I get a good team around me.
That is Jim Gill. He's the director of the Dover Public Library. Appreciate him being here today as our guest on the 830 High Beam here on the Tusk.